directors, honored guests. Some people talk about love. Steph Wise lived it in one of the most profound ways imaginable by carrying a child for another family. Her journey as a surrogate is a story of courage, connection, and heart. Please welcome Steph Wise with her speech titled The Proof of Love.
Have you ever loved something so deeply and then had to let it go? A dream, a relationship, a chapter of your life? What if letting go is not the end of love, but the proof of it? This past year has been a journey of love that has transformed me forever. Some journeys choose us long before we choose them. For me, that was surrogacy. The idea came to me first in a conversation with a friend who became a mom through a surrogate. And I remember thinking, wow, what a beautiful gift. If it wasn't for that person, she wouldn't be who she is today. I kept thinking about it. And then in my dreams that whispered of a child who wasn't mine and a family that needed me. And the more I leaned in, the more I felt it. A calling, a sense that this was part of the path I was supposed to walk. When I met the family, it's as if our paths had been waiting to cross. Their longing was so deep after a decade of failure trying to have a baby on their own. Their heart so genuine, and our connection was special. This wasn't just about a baby. This was about a dream, a piece of their soul waiting to take form. And so I said yes. Yes to carrying not just their child, but their dream. Yes to carrying their trust, their hope, and their love. The journey was beautiful and raw. IVF injections for in vitro fertilization, doctor's appointment, exhaustion, cravings, but also moments of wonder. FaceTime together, revealing the results of a positive pregnancy test. It worked. The first ultrasound when we saw the flicker of a heartbeat. Tears of joy celebrating a successful and viable pregnancy. We did it. Weekly updates of graduating from a poppy seed to a lime, to a banana, a head of lettuce, documenting the kicks, grabbing my phone every time I felt one to capture it in hopes to share it with them. Every hiccup, every milestone became a thread weaving us closer together. I didn't just carry their baby. I carried their dream. And in return, they carried me with daily check-ins, with gratitude and kindness, and so much love. And then at 31 weeks, my water broke. And suddenly I was admitted to hospital on bed rest, surrounded by monitors, trying to be brave. A delicate balance to keep him safely growing while also managing my out of control blood pressure. We knew he was coming early, but I had a deep knowing that everything was going to be fine. And even with the urgency, I felt the strength of our connection. Me, baby, the family waiting with hope and fear, all tangled together. And then on Canada Day, he came into this world urgently, but safely at just 4 pounds, 1 ounce. A tiny little squish, I was the first to feel him, the flutters, the stretch of new life. And even though he was never mine to keep, I carried him with an open heart. I brought him into the world, and I let go gently. The goodbye came more quietly than I imagined. Very abrupt, in fact, after we had gone through so much. And I was left feeling abandoned. The ache of release. And in that silence, I realized something. Closure doesn't always come from others. Sometimes it must come from within. Just like birth, every ending is also a beginning. And every goodbye we face has the power to transform us if we meet it with grace. I had to ask myself, was my love diminished because I let go? No. My love was proven because I let go. Love is not possession. It's presence. It's showing up fully, even when you know you can't hold on forever. You might not be able to. And it was in that surrender that I discovered my own transformation. Stronger, softer, more whole than before. We all face moments of release in our lives. A child leaving home, a loved one passing, a dream that doesn't quite unfold the way we hoped it would. And in those moments, remember, letting go doesn't erase love. It reveals it. I carried a child. I carried a dream. I loved him. And then I let go. And in that surrender, I found peace. So I ask you, what is the truest measure of your love? What if the truest measure of your love is not what you hold on to, but how you fully show up in the moment you're given? Because sometimes the greatest proof of love is not in holding on, it's in letting go.
Wow. Thank you so much, Steph, for that beautiful, moving speech.